guys, Todd here. We have today a dripper. This one came to me courtesy of pinkmule.com or pink-mule.com, and the link will be up there. Now, a lot of people will know this Filipino dripper. This is out of focus. No, this is the Nimbus. Now, this is the version 2. And it's by JPGE. I don't honestly know what that stands for, but I'm sure it's some reference to the guy's name. And it's got a nice bit of engraving on there. Okay, right, details. This is 20mm diameter, okay, and it comes in at £40.29, which translates to €46.94. I love the currency converter on this site. It just makes my job so easy, and that works at $62.20. Right, now you know where to buy it, you know what the diameter is. It's all stainless steel. It's got Delrin insulators, and the thing about this is it's set up for dual coils. Now, I've done dual coil tutorials, or I've shown them in the past. I will show them again here very quickly, granted, but you know, just before I say that, just to state that dual coils, you know, it halves the resistance. It's not what you think it is. So if you put 2 coils on here and each coil is 1 ohm in resistance, you're not going to get a 2 ohm, you know, setup. It works the other way, it halves it. So you need to put, let's say, two 2 ohm coils to get a 1 ohm coil. Make sense? So just be careful with that, and as always, use good batteries, and you know, if you're working at not silly, but low resistances and whatnot, you should really be using a mechanical mode. But that's it. I will get in and have a closer look and set this up. Okay, so here we go, under the top cap. We have our deck. We have a lip round there, so it's going to hold the juice. We have 3 posts with Phillips screw heads on the top. Thank God for that. No Allen keys to worry about. You've got a Delrin insulator in the centre post there, which goes down through here, and you see the Delrin insulator there as well. 510 threading and dual O-ring setup. Top cap, there's the hole in it there, and you can see it's got dual air holes on it, and they look about 1 mil to me. And once again, there's the etching. We'll just check this. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. That's okay. I'll just try a drip tip in here. Yeah, goes in no problem. Yeah, no problem with the drip tips, they fit in fine. So right, let's get this set up. Right, I've got a couple of working coils set up there now. That's 3mm silica, 0.2 canthal, 5 wraps in each side. So we'll see what we get. What I've used to do in the past, or what I've done in the past, is I would set it up with 1, and then I would pop it on, say, a Vamo or a Privari, or any kind of thing that will measure resistance, or use a digital multimeter. And then once you know what the resistance of 1 is, then you can make the other one up with, you know, the same kind of spec, and then you've got a good idea of what the resistance is going to be. So standard procedure here, we're going to take 1 wicking coil, put it through here and here, and the other wicking coil will go through here and here again. So you have two wires going through the center post. Now everybody's going to have different methods of setting these up, and you know there is no correct way, just as long as it works for you. What I tend to do is I'll put one wire through first, through the hole, and I'll tighten that off, you know, pull it in tight. The other one I'll just pass the wire through, but I won't actually tighten it off. I'll leave it backed off a wee bit. This is because, you know, you're going to pass the wire through from the other side. I'm just going to pull this up just now, so it's like that. So when you poke the wire through from the other side, you know, it's not going to get blocked off by the wick, and you can grab it and pull it up as well. So that's just the way I do it. So it's a bit of a wire nightmare just now, but just to point out, these are the two wires. You know, each coil has a wire going through the outside posts. Okay, so I'm just going to snip them off just now, just give them a wiggle, and it should come out. There we go. And you've got two wires going through the center. So where did that other one go? There it is. So I'm going to pull them both in, you know, kind of tight. So there we go. That's kind of pulled in tight. Right, I've got them in tight. I'll just tighten them up. And then I've just got to get these wires off and then do some tidying up. So here we go. That's me set up. Let's give that a wee tidy up there. That's a wee bit too tight there. But this came out at 1.2 ohms, so that'll do me. That's I know for the Filipinos out there, you're thinking, my God, how high is that? It should be 0.5. What I've done is I've just left a wee tail on either end, and I'll just tuck that underneath, like so. You know, just give something to hold on to the juice and soak it up. So, right, here we go. I'm all I'll tell you what happened in a minute, but this is I'm all set up. This is now at 1 ohm, so that was two ohm coils, which gave me at 1, and I'm all tucked up underneath there and ready to go. So let's fill her up and have a vape. Yeah, go for it. Bit of advice. I've done this before. When you're tightening down the screws, don't wedge them right down, because if you do, you can snap the wire. Instead of trapping it underneath the screw, trap the wire underneath here, you actually snap it on the outside of the screw, so it just falls out, and you have to recoil again, which I ended up having to do, and that's why I now have a 1 ohm coil. The thing was, I thought, well, I'm not going to wick and coil again, I'll just unwind a bit here, and I ended up spending half an hour when it took me 2 minutes to just wick and coil again. Anyway, the important thing here is that it's together, and you need to make sure that your air holes are lined up with your coils. That's the important thing. That's why you have your coils on, you know, opposing sides, if you like, because the air holes are on opposing sides. So once again, this is Simon strip tip. I can get that in there with the Nimbus on my point, which is an electronic switch, but it's rated at, you know, 30 amp. Right. I've actually, do you know, I can get more juice in there than I can in a Carto. There must be about 20 drops in there. It just soaks it up. So we'll give it a go. That's weird. I had the top cap off and I was firing it and there wasn't much happening. It just looked like there was hardly any vapour. But for whatever reason, it's... Those 20 air holes make such a difference. I've got a couple of other drippers. I've got a couple of other triple post ones as well, but they don't actually have the 20 air holes, and getting those 20 air holes just seems to make a world of a difference. It really does. I'm very impressed with that. No, that's quite impressive. But that is really nice, and 20mm on a 20mm mod, it just looks dinky as hell. I should actually give you the dimensions or the height, which I will do right this second. Zero this out. Now we know it's 20mm, and not including the 510 connector, it's about 26.2mm. That gives you an idea on the height. What else can I tell you about this? There's not really much else I can tell you about it, because sorry, I'm being a bit anal here. I'm lining up the Nimbus logo with my own logo in the mod. Sad. Now, what can I say? What can I say? It's nothing I can't say. I've said it all. It's a cracking vape. I'm going to say it. To hell with it. It's not like me to keep my mouth shut. I did think when it arrived and I looked at the price and I thought £40, and I thought, do you know, I could go and buy an iGo L for a tenner and get a cracking vape. The triple post configuration, running dual coil. You can run this in quad coil if you want. But the 20 air hole as well, the engraving, and it is a good, it's good. You know, I shouldn't get into pricing. If I was, you know, just wanting something to throw on top of my out and about mod, that I don't care if I drop it and whatnot, yeah, I'd probably go for an iGo L and tweak it and muck about with it, drill holes it and all the rest of it. But you know, for example, this is my baby. This is my it's got my logo engraved in it. I love this mod with a passion. I just got it. This is the kind of ATI I would buy to go on top of it, because it's got beautiful engraving on it. It's all set up, configured, and you know, it works out the box, and that's kind of what I like about it. So there we go, and that's my honest opinion, rather than just telling you it's great. So we'd just like to thank Pink Mule for sending this on, as always, and I'm going to go and take some more photos of this because I think it's stunning. But guys, as always, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, go along to my Facebook page, post them on my web page, get in touch with Pink Mule if you have any queries regarding buying this, and that's me. We'll catch you later. Cheers now.